Minecraft is a big place, we all know that. A Minecraft world can fit multiple Earths inside, but what is something that is even bigger than a Minecraft world? Our own solar system, of course. So today I'm going to attempt to map out the solar system in Minecraft at an accurate scale to show you all just how big it really is. And let me warn you, this video will make you feel incredibly small and insignificant. So with that out of the way, let's get right into this awesome video. Let's start with the very center, the thing that holds over 99% of all the mass in the solar system, the sun. Now I built the sun using a base of orange concrete, and then I added an outer layer of orange and red stained glass just to get that sort of broken up look, because obviously the sun's not a single color, and this way it looks varied in a bunch of places. There's not a single, light place, dark place. It's really varied all around, as you can see. And then I came in and added these bright white spots in places just because obviously, like I said, the sun is not just a solid ball of single color. And these white spots kind of show the activity that's going on the sun, and it also just looks freaking awesome. You gotta admit it, it looks freaking awesome. So that's why I added those. And if you look closely, you can see that I'm adding some solar flares in, which turned out really nice, and it makes the sun look a lot more intimidating, a lot more terrifying. And we're gonna fly in up close here to the sun and get a close-up on these solar flares and really what's going on up close. And you can just see all the glass and everything's flown around here, and it's crazy, and the sun is massive. It is really terrifying. Now the sun is sitting alone in the middle of the void, so it can be hard to get a sense of the size of this thing. So here's my Minecraft character standing next to it for comparison, and try not to have an existential crisis watching this clip. Before I move on, I should mention that because of the Minecraft height limit being only a few hundred meters and a world being a mere 60 million meters across compared to the real life over 5 trillion meter wide solar system, I can't build the solar system at a 1-to-1 scale. There just isn't enough room in a Minecraft world. Instead, I am shrinking it down to a scale that fits within a Minecraft world. The biggest scale that I can use that lets the sun fit within the height limit is a scale of 1 to 3,625,216. This means that 1 meter or 1 block in Minecraft equals 3,625,216 meters in real life. So take that massive sun that you just saw me build and make it 3.5 million times larger, and that's how big the real sun is. This scale is going to be the same for every planet that you see me build in the rest of this video, as well as the distances between each planet. And if you want to check my math for every measurement, here it is. Now that our sun is built at the center of our solar system, we can now move on to the first planet on our journey through the vast darkness and loneliness of space. Mercury. In real life, Mercury is about 39 million miles away from the sun, and that translates to 17,594 blocks away from our scale model sun in-game. Now you can't see our sun from 17,000 blocks away because I don't currently own a NASA supercomputer capable of that render distance, so you'll just have to trust that this is all in fact being built in the same world at the correct distances. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the build of our very first planet. Yeah, Mercury is a small planet. On to the next planet, which is Venus. Now Venus is 29,990 blocks away from our sun, which is a very long distance. For perspective, sprint jumping this far would take you over an hour to do. And as you can see, Venus is a bit bigger than Mercury, but it is still pretty small on our scale. We won't see larger planets until we get to the gas giants later on in the video. After Venus is a familiar sight, our own planet Earth. 40,794 blocks away from our Sun. You might have noticed it is similar in size to Venus, and that is true in real life, with a difference of only 400 miles in diameter between the two planets. Our planet is better though because we have Little Caesars and free oxygen. I'm sure some of you are thinking to yourself, what about the moon? And do not worry, friends, I didn't forget about it. But how far should it be placed? Should it be here? Or maybe here looks about right. Actually, on our scale, the moon belongs right here. The moon is a lot farther away than most people think. And on our model, it is 106 blocks away from Earth. Another little tidbit for you guys to digest, on this model, one block is equal to 2,252 miles in real life. So keep that in mind as we get to these giant numbers. Anyways, we should leave these two alone to do whatever giant rocks do when nobody's looking. The fourth planet from our Sun is Little Mars. Mars is 59,064 blocks away from our Sun, and it is the last of the small rocky planets. Mars actually has 2 moons, but on our model, they don't even fill a single pixel, so I'm not going to worry about them. And from here on out, the distances between each planet get much, much larger. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, and in our scale model, it is 39 blocks wide. It's chilling at a calm 206,054 blocks away from our Sun. Don't even think about turning up the render distance, because at this distance from the Sun, you might as well light a fire inside your PC and throw it into a volcano. Jupiter has over 90 moons in real life, but like Mars, most of them are way too small to fit on this model, so I went ahead and I made the 4 biggest and most famous ones for you. And Jupiter also has a nice pair of rings like Saturn does, but again, they aren't very prominent, so I didn't bother adding them. This is a fun one. Saturn is the next planet on the trek towards infinite nothingness and despair outside the solar system. This bad boy clocks in at 393,322 blocks away from our Sun and is 33 blocks wide. With the addition of the rings though, it becomes a bit bigger at 75 blocks wide. In real life, Saturn is tilted on its axis, so that's the way I depicted it here, along with the rings at a nice angle just to look awesome. And also, like Jupiter, Saturn does have quite a bit of moons, and also like Jupiter, most of them are tiny, so I added the 5 largest for y'all. It is starting to get a little chilly out here. Anyways, the next planet is Uranus, and that is the only way I'll be pronouncing it in this video. Uranus is 808,708 blocks from the Sun, which is double the distance that Saturn was. And also, just like Saturn was, Uranus is tilted on its axis, but it is so tilted that it's basically on its side, which is an interesting sight to see. Uranus also has a cute little ring system that is on its side as well, and it has two decent sized moons, Titania and Oberon, and both their names sound equally badass. The final planet in the solar system is Neptune, at 1,233,682 blocks away from our Sun. I would hate to be here without a sweater. Sprint jumping in a straight line would take you 48 hours to get this far. Even if you were traveling on an ice track in a boat, it would still take you 4.5 hours to get here. So we are pretty far out. I know if I don't add this to the list, my comment section is going to be full of hate soup, so here's Pluto. Take your stupid little half slab in your cinematics. Guess what? I'm not even going to let you enjoy the cinematics in peace, because Pluto isn't even a planet, and I'll tell you why it's not a planet. To be a planet, you need to be orbiting a star, you need to have a gravitational influence on other bodies in the general area, and you need to have cleared the area around you of any other similar sized objects, which Pluto does not do. Not to mention that if Pluto should be considered a planet, then there are at least 8 other objects in the solar system that we know of that are bigger than Pluto and should be considered a planet as well. Does that seem fair to you? I mean, our moon is bigger than Pluto. People, the debate is over. Pluto's not a planet. Let go. Take your little half slab and get out of here. Anyways, now that the entire solar system is built, I want to take all the planets and Pluto and bring them close together so you can see the size difference between them all. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the scale is proportionate to real life, so this is how big the size differences are in real life as well. Now, I was going to end the video here, but I feel like you weren't really able to see the true scale of the solar system. Each build teleported to the planet's location, so you couldn't see the distance between them. So I want to close off the video by shrinking the scale down even more to a size that would let me accurately show you the distance between each planet. So for this new and final scale, I am taking our massive and terrifying sun that we built and turning it into a single block. It's just one block now. Our new scale is 1 to 1,392,678,033. At this size, my computer won't absolutely fry itself when I render the entire solar system. And keep in mind that the sun is the only thing that is accurately sized here, because at this scale, even Jupiter, the largest planet, is only just over a pixel large. This scale is only accurate at the distances between each planet. But anyways, enjoy the rest of this video and get a real sense of the size of our solar system. Existential Crisis 2 incoming. So let me give a quick shout out to all my patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, and an especially big thank you to Deacon Melville, Iron Man 2017, Voey, and Walker Army. You guys are awesome. Have a great day, guys. Stay tuned for the next video, and until then, goodbye!